call up the first priest.
Come on, Ma. When you have it by Yasharala.
Come on, Ma. You have it by Yasharala.
You have about you Yashar about the thumb.
You have about you Yashar about the thumb.
Like Yasharala.
We're going to get into these prayers. We're going to say, upon our done, must be turning face to east.
We'll say the Lord's Prayer in the Hebrew. Abanoah, Shabbat Mike, Wadah, Ayah, Shantar, Yehovah, Malakwa, Baba, Ratazaka, Ayah, Aisha, Arataza, the world, Ayah, Basamayu, the thunder Noah, the sun, the womb, the luck Noah, the walk Noah, the luck Noah, the walk you Noah, well, I'm a Noah, I'm a say one, I'm a bull, I'm a shy Noah, my young, right, Ayah, the sun, I'm a lakwa, Allah, I will love you, Aman.
In the English, our Father,
Our Father,
which art in heaven, hallowed be thy name.
hallowed be thy name.
Thy kingdom come.
Thy kingdom come.
Thy will be done.
Thy will be done
In earth.
in earth
As it is in heaven.
as it is in heaven.
Give us this day.
Give us this day
our daily bread.
our daily bread.
Give us our debts.
Forgive us our debts
We forgive our debts.
as we forgive our debtors.
And lead us not
And lead us not
into temptation.
into temptation,
But deliver us
but deliver us
from evil.
from evil.
For thine is the kingdom.
For thine is the kingdom,
And the power.
and the power,
And the glory.
and the glory.
Forever. So be.
So be it. We'll do a prayer for power in the Hebrew. Yehovah, Hashem Yahweh Shah,
Hashem Yahweh Shah,
Baba Kushah, the thunder Noah, Hakah, Allah, we'll call Malawah, Hakah, Bakahor, Amatazoryu, Hamakim, Hawa, Allah, the guardian son, of Hashem Yahweh Shah, God Aman.
In the English, Yahweh.
Yahweh,
In the name of Yahweh.
in the name of Yahweh Shah,
Please give us the power.
please give us the power.
Power to heal all manner of disease.
How do you all men see?
The power to cleanse the power to heal all manner of sickness.
Power to heal all manner of sickness
And all manner of disease.
and all manner of disease.
The power to cleanse the leper.
The power to cleanse the leper.
The power to raise the dead.
Power to raise the dead.
The power against unclean spirits.
The power against unclean spirits.
To cast them out.
To cast them out.
In the name of Yahweh.
In the name of Yahweh Shah. Thank you.
So be.
So be it. What? We're going to bless Israel. Yahweh. Hashem Yahweh Shah.
Hashem Yahweh.
Baruch Manawa.
Baruch Manawa.
Why Yashua.
Yahweh.
Mahamaya.
Mahamaya.
Support you. Barak. Rabah. Magan. Hashem Yahweh Shah.
Hashem Yahweh.
Lord Aman.
In the English, Yahweh.
Yahweh.
In the name of Yahweh.
In the name of Yahweh Shah.
Bless us.
Bless us.
And Israel.
And Israel.
And the school.
And the school.
Bless. Heal. Shield. Protect. In the name of Yahweh.
In the name of Yahweh Shah. Thank you.
So be.
So be it. All right. We're going to do Psalms 121 in the Hebrew. Asha'a, Ayanya, Ahoya, Ayan, Yaba'a, Isoria, I, Yahweh, Aisha, Shemaiah, Arataza, are you done? Number what? Revolver, Ayanawan, Shamar, Anah, La'a, Yanawam, Wala'a, your son, Shawamar, Sharada, Yahweh, Shamar, Yahweh, Zizor, Ayah, Yamika, Yawamam, Hashamat, La'a, Yakaka, Ayra, Bayala, Yahweh, Yashamor, Yashamor, Nebraska, Yahweh, Yashamor, Hazaka, in the English, I will lift up mine eyes. To the hill, from which cometh my help. My help cometh from the power. Which made heaven and earth. He will not suffer thy foot to be moved. He that keepeth thee will not slumber. Behold, he that keepeth Israel shall neither slumber nor sleep. The Lord is thy keeper. The Lord is thy shade upon thy right hand. The sun shall not smite thee by day, nor the moon by night. The Lord shall preserve thee from all evil. He shall preserve thy soul. The Lord shall preserve thy going out and thy coming in. From this time forth and even forevermore. We're going to read Psalms 83 in the Hebrew. Alahayim, Amayalaka, Almakarash, for all Tashaqua, Kayahana, Awayabika, Hamayawan, Ra'ash, Imaka, Ariyawa, Sawada, Bayata, Aitasawa, Altasapa, Morwa, Akawa, when a calculum, Goya, Wala'a, Support, Shum Yasharala, Alwada, Kaya, now Aitasawa, Laba, Yakawa, Yaka, Arya, Yakarwafwa, Alahaya, Alawum, Yashamai, Alyam, Mawa'aba, Wahagoya, the ball, anyone, I'm Yeshabya, Yasapur, from Ashawu, Alawa, Amon, Ayawa, so why? Salah, Aishalaham, Kamadyu, the Yabu, Manako, or Yashwan, Nashamadwa, Yandara, Ayawa, the Mun, the Adama, Ayatumwa, the Da, Yamawa, Kaira, Wakas Allah, Wakas Abba, Wakas Zol, on the eye, Town, Nasiyakamwa, Ashore, Morwa, Yorusha, Amawa, Nawa, Alahayim, Alahaya, Tumwa, Watch, on your car, Ash, Ira, Lahaba, or young, Gun, or Dama, Masa Irika, Wabasa, Wafka, Kabahalam, Mala'a, Panyaham, Walawan, Wayabakwashwa, Shukta, Yahawa, Yabashwa, Wayabahawa, Wayai, Wayakapor, Wayabadwa, Wayaiwa, Wayata, Shukta, Yahawa, the Baka, Ayawan, God, in the English, Psalm 83. Keep not thy silence. Oh Yahweh. Hold not thy peace.
And be not still.
And be not still.
Hold your house.
Hold your house.
For lo, thy enemies make a tumult.
Thy enemies make a tumult.
And they that hate thee
And they that hate thee
have lifted up the head.
have lifted up the head.
They have taken crafty counsel
They have taken crafty counsel
against thy people.
against thy people.
And consulted against thy hidden
And
ones.
consulted against thy hidden ones.
They have said,
They have said,
come,
come,
let's cut them off
let us let them off
from being a nation.
from being a nation.
That the name of Israel
The name of Israel
may be no more in remembrance.
may be no more remembered.
For they have consulted together
For they have consulted together
with one consent.
with one consent.
They are confederate against
They are
them.
confederate against thee.
The tabernacles of Edom
The tabernacles of Edom
and the Ishmaelites
and the Ishmaelites
of Moab
of Moab
and the Hagarenes,
and the Hagarenes,
the Baal
the Baal
and
and
Amalek,
Amalek,
the Philistines,
the Philistines,
with inhabitants of Tyre.
with the inhabitants of Tyre.
Asher also joined with them.
Asher also joined with them.
They have opened the children of Lot.
They have opened the children of Lot.
Salah,
Salah,
do unto them,
do unto them
as unto the Midianites,
as unto the Midianites,
as to Sisera,
as to Sarah,
as to Jabin,
as to Jabin,
at the brook of Kishon,
at the brook of Esau,
which perished indoors.
which indoors.
They became as dung for the earth.
They became as dung for the earth.
Make their nobles like a red,
Make their nobles like a red,
and like sand.
and like sand.
Yea,
Yea,
all their princes as Sabbath,
all their princes as the bar,
and as Zalmunna,
and as the Lord
who said,
who said,
let us take to ourselves
let us take to ourselves
the houses of Yahweh
the houses of the house
in possession.
in possession.
Hold my power,
Hold my power,
make them like a wheel,
make them like the wind,
as a stubble before the wind,
as a stubble before the wind,
as a fire burns the wood,
as the fire burns the wood,
and as the flame sets the mountains on fire.
and as the flame sets the mountains on fire.
So persecute them,
So persecute them,
so persecute them,
so persecute them,
so persecute them
so persecute them
with thy tempest,
with thy tempest,
and make them afraid
and make them afraid
with thy storm.
with thy sword.
Fill their faces with shame,
Fill their faces with shame,
that they may seek thy name.
that they seek thy name.
Oh, Yahweh,
Oh, your house,
let them be confounded,
let them be confounded,
trouble forever.
and trouble forever.
Yea,
Yeah,
let them be put to shame,
let them be put to shame.
that men may know
That men may know
that
that thou,
whose name alone
whose name alone
is Yahweh,
is Yahweh,
art the most high
art the most high
of all the earth.
over all the earth.
Who's the star? Please turn to the front. You shall be what you seated. Be seated. We're gonna start reading in Leviticus 23rd chapter. I know everybody pressed for the little time, so our brothers and sisters want to go ahead and make a plate, start doing what you do. It's all good. Sisters, if y'all want to plate or anything, it's good, brothers.
Leviticus chapter 23, verse 1 in the Hebrew. Atana Yapa Shabbat Wabataya Namayat Ma Ahayaya I Mama Farah Hashabah Yaya Hasaparwa, the Parwa, like it. Kamashim. Yawam. Wahakwadas. Kadar. Tum. Slaki. Mayaka. Hadasha. Layawa. Slaki. Slaki. Look at Leviticus chapter 23, verse 1. Slaki for that. Where the bar, Yahweh, Al, Mashah, Lakamar, the bar, Al, Bayam, Yasharala, Wa'amar, Slaki, Wayamartha, Alham, our idea, Yahweh, Asherah, Aqua, Wara, Aitash, Makwa, Ayah, Wadash, Al-Hayah, Al-Aham, Al-Aham, Slaki, my idea, Shashak,
Okay.
Yawunyam, Wayunyam, Asha, Allah Ata, Wabayayum, Ashabat, Yaya, Shabbat,
Right here.
Shabbat Yum, Shabbat Wam, Yun, Michael Ra, Kodash, Al, Allah Aka, La'ah, the Aishwa, Shabbat, Hawa'ah, Vayahawa, Ya, Bakal, my one Shabbat, Yakum, verse 4, Al-Ha, my idea, Yahweh, Slaki, my Quadaria, Quadash, Asherah, Lakwa Rayuwa, Atham, Ramawa Idiom, Lakwadash, Harashyam, Bara, by Asherah, Lakwadash, Bayum, Aya, Rabiu, Pasak, Laya Haiwa, Wabakwat, my shop, Asherah, Yawam, Lakwadash, Azah, Kab, Amatazaya, Hawa, Shaba'ah, Yawamyam, Matazawa, Ta'akawa, verse 7. Bayayum, Harakwash Yun, Ikorak, Kodash, Yahweh, Lakum, Al, Malakwat, Ibadah, La'ah, La'ashya.
We'll read the book of Leviticus 23 in English. And Yahweh spake unto Moses, verse 1. Speak unto the children of Israel, and say unto them, concerning the feasts of the Lord, which ye shall proclaim to be holy convocations. Even these are my feasts. Verse 3, 6 days shall work be done, but the seventh day is the Sabbath of rest and holy convocation. Ye shall do no work therein. It is the Sabbath of the Lord in all your dwellings. Verse 4, these are the feasts of Yahweh, even holy convocations, which ye shall proclaim in their seasons. In the 14th day of the first month at even is the Lord's Passover. And on the 15th day of the same month is the feast of unleavened bread unto the Lord. 7 days ye must eat unleavened bread. In the first day ye shall have an holy convocation. Ye shall do no servile work therein. Verse 8. What's up?
Verse 8 in the Hebrew. Wahakwa Ratham Aisha Layawa Shabbat Yahamyam Bayayun Bayawam Kashabai Yaya Akodah Kodash Tab Malakah Abadah La'ad La'ashwa Wayadabar Yahweh Allah Al Mashah La'amar Dabar Al Bayunyan like Yasharala Bayamar Alham Bayat Sayat Taba'awa Al Ka'aratazah Asherah Anwa Lathan Lakum Bakatazar Thum Batazar Yura Wahaba'at Yum Wahaba Athum Al Amar Ra'asya Batazai Yar Tham Al Takahana verse 11 Bahana Ya Ayamar Lapanya Yahweh Tazam Tam Namakara Ashabah Yanaya Panya the Pangwa Akwahai Hakahan like Ash Yatham Bayawam Anayakum Ayamar Gabash, Ramayan, God, Shanakwa, La Allah, Ahawa, Ahawa. Verse 13. Yawam, the Kapwa, Samya, I shall run young. Salah, Salah, Balawallah, Tamam, Asha, Laya Hawa, Rayak, Nawakaka, Wayasaka, Yan Yan, Rabbi Ai, Ayam, verse 14. Walakam, Wakwalya, Wakawamak, Yakab, Yakarak, Rabak, Yamal, La'at, La'akawa, Ai, Aikazam, Ayawa, Hazah, Ai, Abaya, I come, Tawra, Ban, Alahayim, the Quat, I will on, Rock Yakum, the call, my Shabbat Yakum.
Well, we're going to read the book of Leviticus, chapter 23, and verse 8 in English. But ye shall offer an offering made by fire unto the Lord 7 days, and the seventh day is an holy convocation. Ye shall do no servile work therein. And the Lord spake unto Moses, saying, Speak unto the children of Israel, and say unto them, when ye become into the land which I give unto you, and shall reap the harvest thereof, then ye shall bring a sheaf of the first fruits of your harvest unto the priest, and he shall wave the sheaf before Yahweh to be accepted for you. On the morrow after the Sabbath, the priest shall wave it, and ye shall offer that day when ye wave the sheaf an he-lamb without blemish of the first year for a burnt offering unto Yahweh. And the meat offering thereof shall be 2/10 deals of fine flour mingled with oil, an offering made by fire unto the Lord for a sweet savor. And the drink offering thereof shall be of wine, the fourth part of a hin. Verse 14, and ye shall eat neither bread nor parched corn, nor green ear until the selfsame day that ye have brought an offering unto your power. It shall be a statute forever throughout your generations in all your dwellings. Right? And just going up, talking about the first fruits of your harvest. You know, at this time, this is a very important thing when you think about the story between Cain and Abel. Like, Cain, his spirit, he didn't want to serve the Lord. He didn't want to give the Lord his best. And he hated his brother for wanting to do that. That is the spirit of your oppressor. He hates to see the Lord's chosen people be righteous because it magnifies how wicked he is and the things that he's doing. So that's how we have to be here in the UK, man. We can't
shortchange the Lord. We got to give him our first fruits, which is the best. You understand? Like you want to give the Lord your best in everything that you're doing. You know, even cats in the world, they would raise brothers in gangs, in the streets, drug dealers. They're like, man, I don't care what you do. If you're going to play football or you're going to sell dope, you better be the best at it. So if that's the standard that the people in the world set, we got to set that doing the work of the Lord. Right? You understand? And that's what this is. That's the spirit of this day. And we got to be in remembrance of this time after Passover to rededicate ourselves to following the laws, to rededicate ourselves to having brotherhood, sisterhood, to rededicate ourselves to doing the work and going out there and raising up our brothers and sisters that are lost in the world, like we were raised up. Right?
With that being said, if I may, to lamb back off of what you're saying, be the first fruit that goes out and shows the other brothers that this truth is real. You understand? Be the sacrifice. Be the thing that be the first brother in your neighborhood that turns his life over and gives it to the Most High.
That's right.
Show everybody else that believing that you got more than just the faith of a mustard seed, but your mustard seed is going to grow. You're going to turn into a plant. You understand? A staple by you. What would you call it? Sacrificing, not sacrificing, but dedicating yourself to the Most High by being an example for all the other brothers. That's another example of being the first fruit. You understand? Okay.
Leviticus chapter 23, verse 15. Wasapartam. Lakam. Namakara. Ashabat. Mayayan. Yum. Abaya Akam. Aymar. Atana Wapa. Shabbat. Shabbatya. Kamayamat. Ahayaya. I. Mamakara. Ashabat. Ashabaya. Asaparwa. Asaparya. Wa. Kamashim. Yanan. Yanan. Shawan. Yawam. Yawam. Aquadar Batam. Manaka. Wadasha. Layahawa. Verse 17. Mamawa Shabbat Yakam. Abaya Awa Lakam. Nanawapa Pa. Nanawapa. Shatyam. Wanya. Asharanyam. Palat. Tahaya. Taha. Yana. Pamataza. Pamataza. Ta'apya Yana. Aqua Warrior. Lahawa. Waquadaptum. Waha. corruptum. Al. Alakam. Shabbat. Abashayam. Kamayama. Banyam. Shana. Wapar. Bun. Aquar. Aquadat. Aquat. Aquad. Wayalam. Shanyam. Yahweh. Allah. Laha. La Yahweh. Wama Naktum. Waya Nakantam Slaki. Manasak Yaham. Aisha. Rayak. Nayakaka. Lahaya Wat Slaki. Lahai Haya. Verse 19. Wa'ash Getam. Wa'ash Getam. Shayar. As young. Akkad. Lahat, Lakataat, Vaishanya, Rabia, Banyam, Shana, Lashabak, Shalom, Shalayan, sorry, Mahanaya, Aquaham, Akaya, Atash, Al, Lakam, Abakayam, Ganawapa, Lapanya, Lahawa, Al, Shanya, Labashim, Wadash, Yahweh, Lahawa, Lakanan, verse 21. Wakadaya, Wakabar, Wa, Ratam, Baya, Kazam, Yahweh, Hazah, Makorah, Wadash, Yahaya, Lakam, Kal, Malakwat, Ibadah, La'ah, La'ishwa, Tukat, Awalash, Bakal, Mayashab, Shabbathium, Badarat, Yakawam,
book of Leviticus, chapter 23 and verse 15. And ye shall count unto you from the morrow, after the Sabbath, from the day that ye brought the sheaf of the wave offering. 7 Sabbaths shall be complete. Even unto the morrow after the 7th Sabbath shall ye number 50 days. And ye shall offer a new meat offering unto the Lord. So this is the 50 days that we just went through after, the end of the Feast of Unleavened Bread, Feast of First Fruits. And now we're going to keep going. It says, verse 17, ye shall bring out of your habitations to wave 2 wave loaves of 2 tenth deals. They shall be of fine flour. They shall be baked with leaven. They are the first fruits unto the Lord. And ye shall offer with the bread 7 lambs without blemish of the first year, and 1 young bullock, and 2 rams. They shall be for a burnt offering unto the Lord, with their meat offering and their drink offerings, even an offering made by fire of sweet savor unto the Lord. Like, when you think about, even if anybody's ever dealt with like selling dogs or breeding dogs, they always talk about the runt of the litter. Nobody wants that they just put away. Then you got that stud of the litter, that big one that everybody wants you to mate with. You understand? To that one to procreate. If you got another dog, you want to have a litter. You want the strongest, biggest one out of the litter. That's like that first bullet, that first year one, that strong one. That's what the Lord required of you, the one you don't want to give up. If you wanted to shortchange the Lord again, you like, let me give him the runt. Let me give the one that no one wants. That's the one I'll sacrifice. But now the Lord wanted you to sacrifice your best. Why did he want that? Why did he want us to remember that? To have our first fruits, whether it's the animal or whatever crop we growing. Master young men in the class first. Why does the Lord want that from us? Go ahead. Okay, right? But why? Go ahead, young man. That's it. I'm gonna ask one more question. I'm gonna go ahead for time's sake. Anybody else want to answer it? What does he want us to remember? Go ahead, sis. That's part of it. These are the laws. But in giving your best, what does he want us to remember out of this? Like I said, you're gonna make money off that good one, right? You're gonna make money off your best food, right? What does he want to remember when you give up your best? Right? Give it to y'all for time's sake. Unless anybody want to go ahead, sis?
He wants us to know that even though we give him our best, he will still bless us because we are his and he's our father and made a covenant with us. And even by us giving our best to him, he still gives the best to us.
Right.
And we don't have to have the best because of who we are.
And right. He wants us to remember who gave you that best animal, who gave you the crop that you eat it, who gave you your home, everything that you are sacrificing. He gave it to you in the first place. So you should trust in him to give it back to him, to know that you're going to be all right and he's going to take care of you for the rest of this year. You don't have to harbor this thing because it wasn't yours in the first place. Everything you have comes from him. All right? We're going to keep going. Where did I stop at? Like verse 18. The book of Leviticus chapter 23 and verse 18. And ye shall offer with the bread 7 lambs without blemish of the first year, and 1 young bullock and 2 rams. They shall be for a burnt offering unto the Lord, with their meat offering and their drink offerings, even offering made by fire of sweet savor unto Yahweh. Verse 19, then you shall sacrifice one kid of the goats for a sin offering, and 2 lambs of the first year for a sacrifice of peace offering. Verse 20, and the priest shall wave them with the bread of the first fruits for a wave offering before the Lord. With the 2 lambs they shall be holy to the Most High for the priest. Verse 21, and ye shall proclaim on the selfsame day that it may be in holy convocation unto you. Ye shall do no servile work therein. It shall be a statute forever in all your dwellings throughout your generations. All right?
So we should imagine who called the next priest. The next priest come up and state your name and register.
Young man, please.
Officer Amawan, Banya Howda, Banya Sharala.
I'm a one, Banya Howard, Banya Sharala.
Abashina Sharakata.
So you shopping, you see.
Leviticus chapter 23, verse 22. Wabakwata, Wabakwatazar, come, Patazayar, our Tazakam, Laha, Takala, Kala, Papa. Shiklaka, Aqua Tazarka, Lala Quat, Yar, Ka, La, Tala, Sat, Aina, Wala, Gar, Izar, Atham, Anya, Bahawa, Alahayakam, verse 23. Waya Dabar, Yahweh, Oh, Shah, Lakamar, verse 24. Dabar, Banyam, Nasharala, La'amar, Lakadash, Asha Yaya, Abaka, Lakadash, Lahaya, Lakam, Shabath, Zakarwan, our eye, Lakwa, Dash, verse 25. Ah, La, Ibada, La, the Aishwa, Waha, Rabdom, Asha, La Yahweh, 26. Wayad Dabar, Yahweh, Shah, La Amar, 27. Hak, La Shah, War, La Kadash, Kasha by Yaya, Azah, Yawam, Akaparya, Awa, Makwa Ra, Badash, Yahaya, Nakam, Wa'ain Yatam, Napa Shaf, Yakam. Baha Kwarat. Shah. Baha 28. Call. Walata. Ha. Aishwa. Aitazam. Ayawam. Azar. Kaya. Yawam. Kaparia. Kawa'a. Lakapar. How you come. Lapanya. Power. Alahaikum. Hayakam. 29. Kaya. Kal. On a pash.
All right. All right, we're going to read the book of Leviticus, chapter 23 and verse 22 in English. And when you reap the harvest of your land, thou shalt not make clean riddance of the corners of thy field with thou reapest. Sorry, 22. Yeah, that's what I was reading 22. Okay, so I meant verse 22. Thou shalt not make clean riddance of the corners of thy field when thou reapest, neither shalt thou gather any gleaning of thy harvest. Thou shalt leave them unto the poor and to the stranger. I am Yahweh your power. And Yahweh spake unto Moses, saying, Speak unto the children of Israel, saying, In the 7th month, in the 1st day of the month, shall ye have a Sabbath, a memorial blowing of trumpets, and holy convocation. Ye shall do no servile work therein, but ye shall offer an offering made by fire unto the Lord. And Yahweh spake unto Moses, saying, Also on the 10th day of the 7th month there shall be a day of atonement. It shall be an holy convocation unto you, and ye shall afflict your souls, and offer an offering made by fire unto the Lord. Verse 28. And ye shall do no servile work in that same day, for it is a day of atonement, to make an atonement for you before the Lord your God.
If I may, going back to verse 22, what's so heavy about 22 is it teaches you not to be greedy. You understand?
Right.
You don't need every drop of everything that you got in order to sustain yourself. He's saying don't fence in the borders of your what was it saying? Don't when you reap the harvest, don't basically don't be so greedy that you set your borders so far back that nobody can, the passerbyers can't benefit from your fruit. You understand, from the things that you got, when your brothers and sisters might absolutely need that to sustain themselves as they're traveling throughout the way. Don't be so selfish that you will just mine. You understand?
Right.
It's me. Don't be a me person. Be brotherly to your brothers. Have some compassion for your brothers and sisters as they go about their journeys and do the things that they need to do, man. Don't be like the oppressor where you just you give somebody $30, but you made $60 trillion last year. You know what I mean?
Right.
It's absurd the way that they treat the brothers. Don't be so greedy, so unbrotherly to your brothers that you will just make them a beggar. That's it. Go ahead.
And if I may just add on what you're saying, which is so heavy, like you're saying, leave some food so the poor people, if they can have something to get from it. You don't have to use all of the food for yourself, all of what you can use to sell and profit yourself. You care about your nation and those that don't have things, which is the complete opposite of the goddamn white man, of the oppressor. He is such a greedy bastard. He wants everything. He's not giving you no extras. Y'all know y'all have like restaurants where they have extra food at the end of the night, and they gotta throw it away. They can't just go out and give it to people because they're scared of getting a lawsuit. They set it up. Nah, they really want to keep the value of their food. That's the real reason why they don't want to give it to the poor people, the extras that they have, man. Y'all seen those pictures on your own time? Check if you haven't seen it of the buffalo that the oppressors killed, you look it up. You've seen it before, right? There's a mountain full of buffalo heads and skulls that they killed in order to put our Native American brothers and sisters out of a way of life. Like they have been such in sync with nature for thousands of years that they didn't use all of the buffalo, they used what they needed, and they had so much surplus and extra that they had to kill mountains and mountains of them in order to wipe them out to shut those brothers down. That's how greedy they are for power and for, to have people underneath them. And that's not how the Lord wants our people to be, man. You know what I'm saying? And you get around them, you will gain that spirit. It will jump on you because you think that's how you have to be in order to make it in this place, man. You understand? It's like that's all I have to say. Yeah.
And it also shows, you know what I'm saying, it also shows perfect brotherhood, you know what I'm saying, to your brother and sister. Just like you said, that may need that, you know what I'm saying, to keep themselves sustained. But that's the perfect example of, you know what I'm saying, showing brotherhood, showing sisterhood. And you know what I'm saying, that's what it's all about. We have to care for our, you know what I'm saying, our people, the ones that, may not be doing as good as others.
Right.
But that's the epitome of brotherhood.
And if I may sort of speak on what you said about the buffaloes, hey, they wasn't even killing the buffaloes just for food.
Right.
They was doing it out of spite. You understand? Because they knew this was the way of life for the Gadites. You understand?
Right.
This animal sustained them, and they wiped them completely out as a war tactic for them to go against the Gadites.
Right.
So it was absolutely unnecessary.
Right.
So
And the last thing I was going to say, it just showed, like I said, it's not like it was a little amount of buffalo. Like it wouldn't be hard to wipe them out. They had so much surplus buffalo because they weren't greedy.
right.
You understand? Like they had more than enough for everyone to eat, to make your clothes, to make your weapons. That they had to do something extreme and just shut them down because there was so much surplus the Lord had left them. Go ahead.
Yes, sir. The picture I think I've seen the same picture that you see the skulls from the buffaloes. They were stacked up like a pyramid.
Right.
And it was like stories high. Just the skulls. Right. Just skulls of the buffaloes. So they had to kill like thousands of buffaloes just to make that whole pyramid of skulls. You know what I mean? So that's just how it's just.
That's right. And I'm done with that yet. So next.
All right, Leviticus chapter 23, verse 29. Kaya, Kal, Anapash, Asherah, Na'a, Ta'ayna, Ba'aitazam, Ayawam, Azah, Wanakarta, Ma'aim Yaha. Verse 30. Wakal, Anapash, Asherah, Asha, Kal, Malakat, Ba'aitazam, Ayawam, Azah, Wahadahya, Af, Anapash, Ahawa'a, Makwara, Amawa, verse 31. Kal, Malaka, Ashwa, Papa, I will love the wrath yakam. Kal, Mashabath yakam. 2. Shabbath, Shabbath, our yakam. Wa'ain yakam. Af, Napa Shath yakam. Bata Sha'ai, Rakadash, Ba'ira, Aid, Ira, Ashabathwa, Shabbathkum, 3. Waya Debar, Yahweh, Shah, La'amar, verse 34. Debar, Bonyam, Asherala, La'amar, Masha, Asherah, Luam, Lakadash, Hashaba, Yaya, Azah, Ha, Sakwa, Shaba, Ith, Yawonyam, La Yahweh. 25. By Yawon, Para Ashwa, Makwa Ra, Wadash, Tal, Malaka, Ibada, the Aishwa, 26. Shaba Ith, Yawonyam, Bakwa Yabwa, Shah, La Yahweh, La Yawam, Hasha Yanya, Makwa Ra, Dash, Yahaya, Tam, Wahakwa Rapta, Shah, La Yahweh, Itazara, Awa Gal, Malakath, Ibada, La'a, the Aishwa.
All right, we're going to read the book of Leviticus, chapter 29, and chapter 23, verse 29. For whatsoever soul it be that shall not be afflicted in that same day, he shall be cut off from among his people. And, like, just to go over this real quick, we're not going to spend too much time, breaking this stuff down. Just, this is where you get this Gentiles. Like, these are laws that we had. If you didn't follow certain things, at a certain point, we were supposed to cut you off from our nation, from our people. You would be considered a heathen. You would be considered a Gentile like the other nations of people. And that's why Christ is so important to bring back in the fold, because we all were not born following these laws. I didn't keep the Day of Atonement growing up. I would have been cast out and wouldn't have been able to return back to this way that was lost along the way. You understand? So, yeah, this shows that it was our culture, it was our laws to cast our brothers off, but the Sadducees and Pharisees didn't understand the spirit behind these laws and the brotherhood that Christ was showing, because they were casting out men, but they were not obeying those laws themselves. So they were picking and choosing of who they could deem as unworthy, and they themselves were not worthy. You understand? All right. Verse 30. And whatsoever soul it be that doeth any work in that same day, the same soul will I destroy from among his people. Ye shall do no manner of work, but shall be a statute forever throughout your generations in all your dwellings. Verse 32. It shall be unto you a Sabbath of rest, and ye shall afflict your souls in the 9th day of the month at even. From even unto even ye shall celebrate your Sabbath. Verse 33. And Yahweh spake unto Moses, saying, Speak unto the children of Israel, saying, The 15th day of this 7th month shall be the feast of tabernacles, for 7 days unto the Lord. Verse 35. On the first day shall be an holy convocation. Ye shall do no servile work therein. All right. We'll call up the next brother, young man. You. You go to Almighty Shabbat. Present yourself your name. You're going to say, young man.
Young man.
So, Ban Aparium Ban Yashwala.
Young man Jesus. Bun,
Aparium.
Manaparium, Banyasharala.
Man Jesus. Aparium Ban Yashwala.
Shabbat, seated.
Read it in Hebrew. You read it in English.
The book of Leviticus, chapter 23, and verse 36 in the Hebrew. And it reads, Shabbat, Yum Yum, Sakoroya Bowa, Asha, La Yahweh, Bayawam, Ashamaya, Ya. What do I go down to?
Starting at
36. I think that was 42.
Yeah.
All right. Makorah, Wadash, Yahaya, Lakam, Wahakwara, Bakum, Asha'a, La Yahweh, I Tazarah, Wa'a, Kal, Mala'ah, Ta, I Bada, La'a, the Aishawa, verse 37, Allah, Mawa'ai, the Yahweh, Asherah, Takorah, Asam, Makorah, Wadash, Lahakorah, Ya, Asha, La Yahweh, Allah, Wamanatha, Zabah, Wanasakayim, the Bar, Yawam, Baya, Wamara, verse 38, Malabad, Shabbat, Yahweh, Wa Malabad, Matana, Wathayakum, Wa Malaka, Wa Malabad, Kal, Nada, Rayakum, Wala Malabad, Kal, Nada, Bawafayakum, Ashara, Tata Nawa, La Yahweh, verse 39, Akka, Bata Masha, Aishara, Yawam, La Kadash, Hashabah, Ya'aya, Ba'asa, Pakim, Aka, Tabar, Wa'af, Ta'arataza, Ta, Tagawa, Aka, Kag, Yahweh, Shabbat, Yum Yum, Bayawam, Hara'ah Shawa, Shabbat one, Wabayawam, Hashama, Yana, Shabbat one. Second, Shabbat one, verse 40. Wala Kwarta, Thumb, Lakam, Bayawam, Hara'ah Shawan, Harya, Haitazah, the Hadar, Kapat, Tamarayam, Wa'aina, Aitazah, Aibah, Wa'airabaya, Nakal, Washamah, Lapanya, Yahweh, Alahayakum, Shabbath, Yum Yum. We're going for the two. For the two. Verse 41. Wakagathum, Atawa, Kag, La Yahweh, Shabbath, Yum Yum, Bashana, Kakwah, Awalam, La Beruath, Yakam, Ha Kadash, Ha Shabbath, Ya, Ta Kadawa, Asawa. Who verse 22 was? Verse 42. Basaka, Dashabawa, Shabbath, Yam Yam, Kal, Azara, Bayasharala, Yashabawa, Basaka. Right?
This is the book of Leviticus, chapter 23 and verse 36. 7 days ye shall offer an offering made by fire unto the Lord. On the 8th day shall be an holy convocation unto you, and ye shall offer an offering made by fire unto the Lord. It is a solemn assembly, and ye shall do no servile work therein. Verse 37. These are the feasts of the Lord, which ye shall proclaim to be, which ye shall proclaim to be holy convocations, to offer an offering made by fire unto the Lord, a burnt offering, and a meat offering, a sacrifice, and drink offerings, everything upon his day. Verse 38. Beside the Sabbaths of the Lord, and beside your gifts, and beside all your vows, and beside all your free will offerings, ye shall, which ye give unto the Lord. Verse 39. Also in the 15th day of the 7th month, when ye have gathered in the fruit of the land, ye shall keep a feast unto the Lord 7 days. On the first day shall be a Sabbath, and on the 8th day shall be a Sabbath. Verse 40. And ye shall take you on the first day the boughs of goodly trees, branches of palm trees, and the boughs of thick trees, and the willows of the brook. And ye shall rejoice before the Lord your God 7 days. Verse 41. And ye shall keep it a feast unto the Lord 7 days in the year, and it shall be a statute forever in your generations. Ye shall celebrate it in the 17th month. Verse 42. And ye shall dwell in the booths 7 days. That are all that are Israelites born shall dwell in booths. Verse 43. That your generations may know that I made the children of Israel to dwell in booths, when I brought them out of the land of Egypt. I am the Lord your power. Verse 44. And Moses declared unto the children of Israel the feast of the Lord.
Last week. All right. We're going to read the last, two verses in Hebrew. The book of Leviticus, chapter 23, and verse. Okay, go to the next verse. No, you want to go to the next verse, the next spot? All right. The book of Leviticus, chapter 23, and verse 43. Lama'ayin ya da'aywa da rata yakam kaya basa kawah hawa Shabbath, Atha, Banya, Yasharala, Baha, Baha, Wa Tazaya, Awatam, Ma'arataza, Matazorio, Anya, Yahweh, Alahayakum, verse 44, Wayadabar, Mashah, Ma'idaya, Yahweh, Al, Banya, Yasharala. All that. 4, Leviticus chapter 24, verse 1. Wayadabar, Yahweh, Al, Mashah, La'amar, verse 2. Tazawah, Banya, Yasharala, Wayakwazawa, Al-Yalaka, sorry, Al-Yaka, Shaman, Zayah, Zah, Tafyah, Lamawa, Lahai, Lah, No, Lamaya, Slavi. Verse 3, Makawa, Tazah, Lapaka, Hai, Aida, Baal, Lama, Ai, Yaraka, so Yarak, Yarak, Ahwa, Aharan, Ma'aira, Ai, Bahor, Lapanya, Yahweh, Tamaya, Tamya, Kokam, I Walam, Lada, Raf Yakam, verse 4, Al, Tamanara, Hata, Arak, Ya'ira, Hanarai, Wa, Lapanya, Yahweh, Ma, Amya, verse 5, Walakoraf, Wa la Wakaf, Salah, Wa Abhaya, Ata, Shatam, Aishara, Kalawa, Shamya, Aishara, Niyam, Yaya, Hakala, Ha'af, Ha'af. All right. Right.
It's the book of Leviticus, chapter 23, verse 43. That your generations may know that I made the children of Israel to dwell in booths when I brought them out of the land of Egypt. I am the Lord, your power. Verse 44, and Moses declared unto the children of Israel the feast of the Lord. Leviticus chapter 24, verse 1. And the Lord spake unto Moses, saying, command the children of Israel that they bring unto thee pure olive oil, beaten for the light, to cause the lamps to burn continually. Verse 3. Without the veil of the testimony in the tabernacle of the congregation, shall Aaron order it from the evening until the morning before the Lord continually. It shall be a statute forever in your generations. Verse 4. Ye shall order the lamps upon the pure candlestick before the Lord continually. Verse 5. And thou shalt take fine flour and bake 12 cakes thereof. 2 tenth deals shall be in 1 cake.
All right. So that's pretty much that. We go through these verses every holy day to just remember these are our true holy days. Not Christmas, not Easter, not Thanksgiving, none of these pagan holidays that your Christian pastor very well knows about. Right? This is not 1973. It's not 1965. It's not 1865, where you do not have access to information. They got a whole thing called ChatGPT You ask any question to it, and it'll answer it and give you a perfect 20-page essay explaining how Ishtar is a god that comes from ancient Babylon, and you are still celebrating Easter. Like you don't know where this comes from. You do know where it comes from. You just don't give a damn about the Lord. Right? You just don't care about the Most High in Christ. That's right. You don't care about your culture that was given to you. So this is why we do this, to instill that this is ours. This is what we do. This is what we teach our children throughout our generations, to continue these things. And the most important part of these days is us gathering together and having brotherhood and eating together and dwelling together in unity. Matter of fact, give me that Psalms 133:1, and we'll close out this. That's all I got. Unless you got anything. All right. Right. That's what this is about, man. And you know, that's what our families are doing, though. When they celebrate Christmas, they're trying to gather together to have some form of unity with each other, which would be the right thing if they were doing it for the Lord. But they've turned all these holidays or holidays into things about money, about selfishness, about what you can buy to magnify yourself. Because if you buy all these gifts for your children, you're a good father, you're a good mother, you're a good parent, because everyone else is poor. Like I forgot, Jeremiah Hyman showed some guy, he was a very wealthy man. He was just making fun of people that didn't have anything to give their kids for Christmas. Like that makes them feel superior to be able to do these things, when our high holy days, the things the Lord wanted us to do, was about coming together with each other and having real brotherhood. All right, you understand, doing this continually throughout the year. Go ahead, sis.
If I may say what you're saying is so heavy, Donald Trump actually made a statement a couple of months ago. They were asking, with all the prices of everything going so high, the way society is going with the tips or tariffs, that's going on. They were asking us around the holidays, what are we going to do if we don't have our shelves full of the things we normally receive to give our children?
Right.
And he said, well, instead of them getting 20 pencils or 30 dolls, they'll just have to get one this year. They'll be all right. And that's just the mind frame of someone being rich and wealthy. Right. He's sitting here saying instead of them getting $30, they should just get one and they'll be all right. But he's not understanding everyone doesn't have it like that. We are getting one doll and we're happy.
If I may, what you bring out in Saturday also, but what he's saying to say that, he said he's gonna be all right.
Mm-hmm.
This kid's gonna get the $30. Your thing, you know what I mean? Because of the strictness that he's gonna put based on your pocketbook and the things that you normally do, then don't be above your means. You know what I'm saying? And you got any more?
And lastly, to add on to what both of y'all are saying, which is so heavy, is like, I think there was a queen from back in the European day. I don't know if she was the queen of France or something like that. They were going through a famine, didn't have any food to eat. And she was like, they don't have any food, they need this. She's like, well, let them eat cake. Right. And it's like, she didn't even understand. They don't have them even make cake. They don't have anything to make, no sweets, they have nothing. They're starving. They're gonna come and kill you and have this revolution because you don't understand how they're suffering. You're living in this bubble, living in this wealthy castle, and they got all the food you want. It's like, oh, just let them, you know what I mean? They'll figure it out.
Like gravity acting different because everything y'all say is so heavy. The disconnect that the rich has to what we're actually experiencing is so insane. It's like Proverbs 3:31, and you know not your oppressor is so heavy. Like we can't envy what they have or what it is that they think of success because it's unrealistic.
Right.
We're trying to grasp and attain something that we already know we're never going to be able to attain. And same thing with celebrating their holidays. We were already given something to follow, the high holy days, and those are attainable to us, but it's not grievous to follow.
Right.
Whereas you're going into debt during Christmas, you're going into debt during New Year's and birthdays and Halloween.
Right.
Try to dress your house up, try to get your kids presents. And in reality, it's unrealistic for you to continuously
Their brother in. I think I said I think they had a saying. They said that the rich stay wealthy because they act poor. Right. The poor stay broke because they act rich. You understand? Like, we are fighting to be like them on these holidays and show that we have some money when they're getting rich, selling all this stuff to you on the holidays. They're happy the holidays come because your dumb ass is going to go and give all your money to them, while we are feeling successful by giving our money to another nation of people that hate us and want to destroy us. How destroyed do you have to be in order to live like that? You know what I mean? Our people are destroyed for lack of knowledge. Man, these laws make us stay in charge of our culture. Make us in charge of our people, puts the priests and prophets over us, not these, overlords that come from our oppressors. That's right. All right. Psalms 133, we'll close out on that.
The book of Psalms, chapter 133 and verse 1. Behold, how good and how pleasant it is for brethren to dwell together in unity.
Right. The Lord said this is a good and glorious thing to see. Blacks, Latinos, and Native Americans dwelling in unity, be on one accord, having brotherhood, having sisterhood, having your children, growing our families. These things are glorious in the sight of the Lord. And we're going to keep doing these things here. We're not going to stop doing these things here until our King returns, and we're going to keep doing them in the kingdom. That's right, man. So the water to everyone for showing up, Most High in Christ, for this thing. Well, please.
On the flip side of what you said, that's what the Lord loves. Now here's what he hates. Amos 5:21. I despise your feast days. What day is he talking about? The things that we just finished talking about: Christmas, Thanksgiving, the 4th of July. We know you got the 4th of July coming up, right? You got all these holidays. The Lord said the days that you gather, that is not the feast of first fruits, that is not the feast of Purim, that is not Hanukkah, that is not the ordained days that he told you to ordain. He said, I hate those days. I will not smell of your solemn assembly. The things that you cook inside there is poison to me. They vex me, you understand? So with that being said, I'm good on reading the rest, but that's just the flip side of what the other one was just bringing out about the things that he loved. These are the things that he hates. When you go out and you follow the other nations and do what it is that they do and celebrate the things that they celebrate, their days are trap days. You understand? To trap you out of your money, to get more money. They already take your money when it comes to your taxes. They tax you up the yin yang. You understand? And then once you tax, you get taxed to go to the store. Then you get taxed to drive down. They have taxes where you drive down the street nowadays. There's a tax on the freeway for the streets, and there are all these other things. Then they tax you at the gas pump. It's a never-ending cycle of where they are oppressing you. You understand? So when you follow these people, you are against the Most High. But you come up under this banner, the ISUPK, under command and during your hunter, hey, you'll see that your life will change. You're going to understand that the truth is really the truth, and Christianity is a lie. Elijah?
Let's do the Lord's Prayer. All right. When your heart was done, we're going to soar, face the east. We're going to say the Lord's Prayer in the Hebrew and in the English. All right? One.
is in heaven.
As it is in heaven.
Give us this day.
Our daily bread.
Give us our debts.
Forgive us our debts.
Forgive our debts.
As we forgive our debtors.
Lead us not.
Lead us not
into temptation.
into temptation.
But deliver us.
But deliver us
Evil.
from evil.
For thine is the
For
kingdom.
thine is the kingdom,
And the
power,
power. And the glory.
and the glory. Forever.
So be it.
So be it.
Star.
We're gonna give one courtesy salute to the teacher. Men of Israel, I must Shabbat. I must Barak. From the top, hands down. We're gonna SAR, face the sisters. Sisters are Muslims, we stand. We're gonna give one courtesy salute to the sisters. Your feet should be at a 45-degree angle, right? Put your head down to show humility. And the brothers, we're gonna salute them hands, clasped with your right hand over your left hand like this. All right? All right, men of Israel, Muslim Shabbat. I must Barak. Y'all the top. All right? Clap it up. All right, all right, good shot. Double time, Mark. Let's go. My nigga, man. Sign first. I'm gonna need you to get on the open page. You know what I'm saying? And go live. Amen. All right. I'm gonna need you to step down. Real quick. I'm a wine. Can you step over here? Come over here. Stop. We got room. Let me know where you are. How y'all doing tonight? Y'all too over here? All right, Christ, man. It's good to see y'all. We live. All right, man. What's our again? It's another amazing day to see y'all brothers and sisters here in the ISUPK, the Israelite School of Universal and Practical Knowledge, under command of General Yohanan. You understand? All right, I'm gonna need this young man right here, man, to come stand up in the front. You understand? Get into our modern Shabbat. I'm gonna step back. Matter of fact, step back a little bit. Our modern Shabbat. All right, can somebody grab the camera too that we on with this class? You know what I mean? When it's time to go towards him, just be prepared unless you get both of us here. So we'll keep it on us and then you put it on him.
Come.
All right. Right now, under the authority of Commander Johnny Hanna and the Israelite School of Universal and Practical Knowledge, we're going to be raising this brother up to a trooper in the ISUPK. He's going to be gaining his Hebrew name today. You understand? If he chooses to accept what it means to become a soldier in the ISUPK under Commander Johnny Hanna, man. Is that what you want to do today, y'all? All right, you sure about it? You don't have to do this. You know that, right? All right, no sweat, man. This is an oath that you are taking between you and the Lord, that you are going to be a part of this army and that you're going to dedicate your life to serving the Lord. You understand? And keeping his laws, statutes, and commandments. All right? So I'm going to just say a few things about this brother before we give this brother his name. I can't say too much. I'll be here all night. You understand? But this brother is a very near and dear close brother to me. I spend a lot of time with him throughout the week, throughout, late nights, throughout whatever we doing, barbecue, grilling, laughing, joking, slaving together. You understand? This brother has been solid since day one. I've seen him grow. I've seen him shed himself of the world and get stronger. I've seen him have absolute brotherhood for those men around him, whether above him, same as him, brothers in the world. I got to tell this brother to stop, giving out flyers while we have to slave. We got to be working right now. But he want to do the work of the Lord at any given time, any place that he's going. And that's amazing. So I commend that brother for that. You know what I'm saying? And the brother, if he's coming to like it, to above me, but if he's coming to your event, search the brother twice. You understand?
Right.
He is about protecting who's around him. You understand? If he don't have something to protect him, he's gonna find something, because he wants to protect not only himself but the men around him, the sisters around him. And so that is a glorious spirit. That is the spirit of an absolute soldier. Like I said, y'all, I ain't gonna do all the talking all tonight, man. But the water for this brother for persevering and growing and getting stronger and proving himself to be worthy to be a trooper in the ISUPK. You understand? This is the first step to being a part of the military in the school. All right. So now he will no longer be called whatever the hell he was called in the world. His name moving forward will be Aishayar. Aishayar, which means rich, right? Because he is rich in spirit. He's rich in brotherhood. He's rich in wanting to serve the Lord, because that's where the real wealth comes from. It's not from the money that you have. It's not from the things that you possess. What this world glorifies and honors as having value. The value of a man of the Lord is the spirit that he has upon him. And that's the spirit of brotherhood and being in order and protecting those around you, man. So your name moving forward is going to be Aishayar. Can somebody go ahead and put the one on the phone? Good. Yeah. Okay. Just come on, turn.
No, come on.
No, he can just. Okay. Come on, Sebastian. Y'all brothers have anything y'all want to say? Up here, anybody in the room? The officers?
If I may, ever since your brother came in with you, you presented him to the school, I will say this brother has been solid. He's been absolutely outstanding as far as anything we could want as a young man, or a representation of a young man who was trying to get down with us. You understand? So I say to you, young man, now that you are a trooper, keep up the good work.
That's right.
If I may, you understand, just knowing the brother from when he came in, he's been like a sponge. He's been trying to soak up all the knowledge of, what the Most High wanted him to have. So I give it to the brother for being that sponge, trying to learning the way of the Most High in Christ.
Sir, if I may,
Go ahead, please.
Young man has been an amazing example on what it means to shed yourself of the world, coming from a fake Israelite background to having the courage to come into the truth. That's something that the majority of people in the world could never do. Like, it's a crazy thing to say that you come from one doctrine that you've been brought up on, to shed that, to accept the truth, and the courage that it takes to do that, along with just having those people that are still around him to influence him. Yet he battles that on a constant, on a daily basis. Like, the courage and the strength it takes to do that is something that a lot of brothers can't say that they have or have done. So it's a great thing to be able to see in a brother.
Yeah, right. It is absolutely one way. This is what brother is talking about, and that's why you are being brought into this family that we have, because you represent the same things that we represent. And we understand brotherhood. We understand the truth of God and what He wants from His men. You understand? All right. Anybody else? All right. No sweat. No sweat. We're gonna go ahead and do the anointing prayer. You put the camera on the brother. All right. So what we're gonna do is we're gonna say the prayer, and we're gonna point to you. You're gonna say your name, Aishayar. You're gonna point to you again. You're gonna say Aishayar. We'll point to you again 3 times. 3 times. Right? You say Aishayar 3 times. All right. All right. The anointed prayer in the Hebrew, which comes from Numbers chapter 6, verse 22 through 27. Yabaraka Yahweh.
Yabaraka Yahweh.
Ayashamorka.
Ayashamorka.
Ya'or Yahweh.
Yahweh.
Vanyawa. Ayakah.
Ayakah.
Wayakanka.
Ayakanka.
Yeshua.
Yeshua.
Yahweh.
Yahweh.
Vanyawa.
Ayawa.
Ayakah.
Ayakah.
Wayashumlaka.
Wayashamlaka.
Shalom.
Shalom.
Yahweh.
Yahweh.
Bashim Yahushua.
Bashim Yahushua.
Barak.
Barak.
Rapah.
Rapah.
Magan.
Magan.
Aishawar.
Aishawar.
Aishayar.
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 Aishayar. Bashim Yahushua.
Bashim Yahushua.
The water Amen.
The water.
Right, what we just said in English was Yahweh, bless thee, keep thee. Yahweh, make his face shine upon thee and be gracious unto thee. Yahweh, lift up his countenance upon thee and give thee peace. Yahweh, in the name of Yahweh Shai, bless, heal, shield, and protect our brother, Trooper Aisha Yar. All right? All right.
And with that being said, this concludes the High Holy Day close to the Feast of First Fruit, Northern California. Lord be with you, brothers and sisters. Goodbye.
Who's the power? Who's the power? Who's your king? Who's your king? Who is your king? What's your name? Time. Dismiss.